Okay, this is what I got to do.
That's the beauty of like you said, when you're able to come into the without the gang affiliation and niggas just trying to hear you on some rap shit. Yeah. I mean, because I was on just hip hop.
Oh, I
get
know.
Me?
I know.
I wasn't trying to be associated as far as my music was concerned.
First songs was hip hopped out.
Yeah, I was hip hop, man.
At that time,
the vocabulary that you was using was even hip hop vocabulary.
Because nigga was already doing the hood, and like I said, a lot of my heroes was from the East Coast. You get me? I grew up listening to LL and Kool Moe Dee and those dudes. And so when you're able to listen to them just focus on hip hop, it was able to keep me away from the gang affiliation in my music. You get me? That part was just because a nigga was banging already. You get me? Nigga, it wasn't about trying to image. Nigga, khakis was cheap. You get me?
Right.
T-shirts was cheap. Cortez was cheap. Mm-hmm. So that was our apparel. You get me? And especially when you ain't got moms or dad buying your clothes and you already walking around 14, 15 affiliated. Nigga, I don't give a about rapping or nothing, nigga. The attire is finna be a sweatshirt, khakis, and motherfucking Cortez.
And I would say at that time, 2-8, wasn't nobody really, because gang banging was so serious at that time, everybody knew we could really kick off, so you didn't really hear people talking about their neighborhoods on records like that.
You never know where a nigga was even from.
Yeah, I didn't want to do colors on the records because I wanted to talk about every nigga that was gang banging, right? I didn't just go that. I'm just gonna focus on the Crip niggas. I knew blood homies was banging my too, so I didn't want to alienate them by going, man, all this nigga talking about is Crip this, Crip that, Crip that, Crip that. So we didn't do that. We just was like, in the neighborhood, this would go down. In the neighborhood, this would go down. I know in my neighborhood it go down, so it got to go down in your neighborhood. So we as Compton's Most Wanted never focused on like, we was like, nigga, we already there with that. So we trying to capture some of that worldwide right now. And you can't alienate. I learned that, man. You can't just alienate motherfuckers because everybody was coming to the shows. Nigga, I go out in the audience, nigga, it was Crips, it was Bloods, it was Mexicans, it was everything. It was some
everybody. So y'all had a blood homie in the
Mike T was a blood. He was from Inglewood.
Never knew that,
homie. Yeah, Mike T was from Inglewood.
Learned some stuff today, dog.
I already knew. That's what I came for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike T was from Inglewood.
Check it out. But what me up is I know we gonna get to this part of the but when we do, we're gonna have to come back to hear him say everything that he said. And for that to be so much my understanding of how I was gonna make music, you'll understand why that's so important to me later on that he said this, you know what I'm saying, in a minute. But like that's the same approach I had, homie. This is what I used to say. I want niggas to be able to bump my shit at the Crip picnic.
Exactly.
Cause if you saying certain shit, they're not gonna play your
Oh, they not. They not gonna do it.
I didn't say blood one time on Trigger Ration Station, my nigga. Mm-hmm. Not one time on the whole album.
On the whole album, it was just a dope album.
I didn't say blood one time, and they that's the most gangster. Yeah, nigga, it's a bunch of. I didn't even really cuss that much on the album. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be able to slap my. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere, and it worked for you.
Yeah.
Will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles. This is not your average show.